Mission begins in 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Begin!
Hello everyone, welcome once again to Vegas channel. Today I'm just doing a quick video for a friend to describe how he can install some mods for Fallout New Vegas. This is not going to be an extended video on how to install all the mods in Fallout New Vegas. This is simply a short video meant for a friend. But if you find this video helpful, well, that's all good. So in this video I'm going to show you the mods that I use primarily and some mods that I can recommend. But first you're going to have to get two things before you start modding this game. First thing I can recommend is getting the Fallout Nexus mod manager. You can get this by going into this website and simply install the Fallout New Vegas mod manager. After you've done that, you're going to have to download something that a lot of mods use, which is a New Vegas script extender. Simply go to this one. Once again, I will put the link in the descriptions for all of these websites. After that, download the latest version. For mine, it's 4.2, well, P4. It might be updated when you download it, but I don't think it will. Anyway, download that one. Once that is downloaded, you will have this little file right here. If you wonder why it's a 4 inside a paragraph, because I've downloaded that 4 times. Don't ask why. Then I simply like to make a new map. I'm gonna name it that for funny. Put it in the map and extract. When all of this is extracted, simply copy all this. Copy. It's in Swedish, but this is copy this. Then you want to open up a new file. You want to go to where your game is installed. In my case, as I use Steam, I go to Programs, Steam, Steam Apps, Common Files. Then I need to find Fallout New Vegas. Here I go. Well, the thing you want to do then is simply to copy all of this and place it in this one. Once that's all you need to do and you're done with that, now you can close this. After that, you have another part you need to do. Given the fact that mods can take up a lot of, your computer's workforce when you do it, Fallout New Vegas has a very bad thing. It only works on 2 GB when you do it first. So here's one of the things you really want to download first, because it will help you in the long run if you end up having a lot of mods. So I'm gonna put this link in the description once again. Just get this, follow the description here on how to install it. Once that is done, we can get into the mods. Okay, so now right when we get into the mods, there are 2 mods I can really recommend. That is sort of needed, because a lot of mods actually rely on them. First of all, get the Archive Invalidation File Generator. This will just make modding a lot easier. I'm not really 100% sure how it works because I'm not a modder, but I can really recommend getting it. And the second one is the mod configuration menu. This is because a lot of mods use this, so you can easily just, instead of having going out and deal with text, you can just press escape in the game and there will be a new bar which you can change mods, how they work. It's really helpful. So, just by going this, I'm going to start from the top and go my way down, showing the mods I use, and if or not you might want to get them. So, we started with animations. I have, as you can see, some of them are red, some of them are green. The red ones is something I have downloaded, but I don't have them active. They might be because I didn't like them, or I simply didn't need them. So, first of all, Doll Overhaul. This is, like I said, something you might not need. This is something just I did because I found ragdoll sometimes just flew away into oblivion when I shoot them. Some people might enjoy that. I, for one who roleplay, didn't. So this might be something if you like, want to increase it. But if you don't have a strong PC, I can't recommend it because it will take up a little bit of work. Second one is armor. There's leather backpack and ranger helmet neck cover. Like I said, I don't have a lot of armors downloaded. I just have things that change the armor. The leather backpack adds backpacks to the game which increase your total carrying weight, which I find to be a lore-friendly way of doing it. The ranger neck cover is simply a fix for the ranger armor, so that's not really interesting. And for the bug fixes, I have New Vegas Anti-Crash. I can also recommend this, given the fact that it just help you from preventing game to crash. Well, I only have one building in this game, and that's the mobile truck base. This is the base that I've been using, and I so far love it. I really like the idea, and for one who I play, I tend to try to not quick travel at all. I want to download a mod which prevents quick travel from happening. You can do that. I don't know why I haven't done this. I might actually do that right after this video. Anyway, this is something I can recommend because it will add a truck which you can have as a mobile home. You can't drive the truck. You just go inside it and choose to which area you want to drive it to. And it can go to like all the major locations in the game. It also functions as a functional player home with storage, but it really feels lore friendly. It's not big, it's not, opened. It feels like a truck. It feels really like it's homemade, which I love. There are two different types. You have the crate truck and the van. This is different looks upon it. I think the crate truck is better because it looks more like a truck. This one is like a bit smaller, a little bit compact, like a van, and this one is simply a truck. Going on to cheats and god items. I have none. Clothing. I have none. Companions. Here is where it gets interesting. One of the things I have first is improved companion sandbox. This will make companions do a little more things. For example, when you sit down in a chair, might in a casino or a bar, they will try to get a chair next to you and sit down. And dogs, for example, will sit down next to you, like a real dog would. Also, you can talk to them like, hey, we're gonna be here for a while, just relax. And then I have the unlimited companions. This will remove the penalty where you can only have one companion and one animal companion. So one human, one animal. This makes you can have how many you want, which can be more funny. And also, this is the one mod I recommend best of all, which is Willow, a better companion experience. This adds a companion named Willow, who is voice acted and has a lot of funny quests, and that is she is better than any of the companions or general NPCs in the game. I really like this one, and I hope that the modder that gets this, she or he is a great work with this mod. I can really recommend it. Okay, here's where I have the most mod: gameplay effects and changes. A role-playing history. This will simply add a lot of traits to the beginning of the game, because after a while you played it, you might not want to play as the courier anymore. This one gives you a few things, so I can, for example, start as a beggar, I can start as a gladiator, an NPC, a medic, gambler. This gives me a different perks depending on how I want to roleplay. There's one mod that goes fitting very well with this one, which I'm gonna show later. Then I have alternative repairing. This is also something I can recommend in case you really like tinkering with scrap metal and stuff like that. This one would add a lot of new recipes. For example, you can craft gun components, which you can use to repair guns. Normally, if you want to repair in this game, you either have to go to a repair vendor or use a similar item to repair. For example, if you find a hunting rifle, you can use that hunting rifle to repair another hunting rifle. This mod adds so you can, for example, find let's say that I'm using laser weapons, which I'm currently using in my game. I can take this mod, take 2 scraps which I can find randomly and in robots, and also one electronic scrap, which is simply also found inside robots or in technological areas, and just make a laser weapon repair kit, which will simply be, instead of having to use another laser weapon, I can just use that to repair. Then we have Albans New Vegas Realism tweaks. This is adding a huge, like a big new level of difficulty to the game. It revamps almost all the foods, all the healing items. It makes you like take 2 hits and you're dead. So I can't recommend this if you're new to the game. I recommend when you have like 50 hours maybe into the game to get this. And it's also really it's changed the gameplay. Better smokes and ballistics, just a increase in quality, only if you really want it. Then we have Cage, which is something I can really recommend because, like most people, you want to continue playing after the last mission. So yeah, that's what it does. It doesn't really change how the world looks upon you. You just keep playing after the game is finished. Delayed DLC combined. Well, one of the few things I found really annoying in the beginning of the game is that you get bombarded with all the DLCs you have. For example, if you have all the 4 DLCs, well, technically 5, but 4 major DLCs, you're like, oh, you picked up a radio broadcast. Oh, you picked up a radio broadcast. This one delays it until you get into the close proximity to where this is located. Like I said, I can't recommend it to new people, only to people that has played it and might just, want to have that go away. Then we have random encounters. Like I said, this is personal taste. This will just increase the frequency and variety of random encounters in the world. But it can be a little bit dull because sometimes you have like strong raiders greeting you when you go out to a bar and kills you instantly. But it could be fun. And here we're going to one. Electro City. This adds lights to the new Vegas City area, and this mod works in tandem greatly with another mod I'm gonna show later. So take the mods I'm gonna give you as a 3-parter, because this mod plus, if I go down a bit into the New Vegas skies, these two works in tandem. Why? Well, the New Vegas skies adds new weather. For example, sandstorms, which if you don't have a necessary perk to survive it, will hurt you. You will get radiation. You will lower your visibility. You will run slower. So you have to go inside and duck for cover, which I liked. It makes elements of the world feel dangerous too, not just animals. But there's a really big problem when you go into this. If you download Nevada Skies, after you've done that, if in the case you do it, go into the plugins. You're gonna see all the mods that is active currently. Find Nevada Skies, depending on where it is. I have it right here. As you can see, this one, the New Vegas Skies TTW edition. For some reason, I don't know how to get this to work, but you need all the DLCs from the Fallout 3 Game of the Year edition. I have it, but I just haven't bothered to get it to work, so just uncheck that one. If you don't uncheck it, it won't start. The game won't simply start. It won't work. Because this is a load order for the mods, in which order the mod loads. Okay, faster terminals. This is simply just because terminals are really slow in the game. This will make them like lightning fast. It's a personal taste. Faster VATs. This is something I can really recommend. Why? Because the VATs can sometimes be really slow in this game. That means, like, for example, let's say you have 2 dogs running towards you. If one of the dogs bites you, you take damage, of course. In VATs, you might take down the first one, but it will be like a dramatic camera that might have you stuck there for like 8 seconds. Really 8 seconds. I think I counted between 6 and 8 seconds. This will make it really fast. Yeah, bam, the target is dead. Bang, the target is dead. The last guy you kill, you might get a little dramatic kill cam for that. Interior lighting overhaul. This one adds a bit of more realistic lighting to inside areas. For example, caves will really be dark. If there is no windows in a building, it will be dark, so you have to use your flashlight. I can also recommend it if you want low, but like I said, it can be a bit heavy on your computer. So if you have a slow computer, I don't recommend it. More perks for companions, and more traits. I can recommend all of these because it simply just adds more trait to the game. They're balanced, they're fun, and yeah, I enjoy them. The New Vegas enhanced camera. Well, this is a problem in some other RPGs where your character is so stiff that when you look down, his legs disappear. In this game, you have a body. If you look down, you're gonna see your chest, your legs, and everything. It's an immersion thing. It makes the game more immersive. NPCs uses ammo. This is something I can recommend if case it was a more realistic approach. This will make NPCs actually have ammunition. So if you're facing a dangerous guy, you can just take cover for a few seconds. He will burn out all his ammo and have to face you in close quarter combat, and you can just grab out your shotgun. Or maybe if you have a melee weapon, you can take him down yourself. Though take note, this affects companions too, which I liked, for example, because that made me actually. Companions have a limited ammo normally in the game for one of their weapons. Their primary weapon is unlimited. This one gave it not unlimited ammo, which made the high have to supply them with ammunition, which I think is a good thing, because otherwise the game just becomes too easy. The Pitboy Stealth Boy add-on. It's just like a tweak to the Stealth Pitboy. I can't really recommend. I can recommend if you want to. The Powder Gang and Reputation workaround, just a personal taste. I can't recommend it for the first time because really it's this mod is simply almost cheating. Project Nevada. This is something I can really recommend because it's just a combination of a lot of mods, which makes the game better. And it's very good in combination, like I said, with the earlier thing, which was the mod configuration menu. Because this one, they work great together. You can change literally everything, from the number of experience points you gain from your level up, to how many perks you get per level, etc, etc. Project Unlimited. This is a mod that I think is good, but I don't never use. This means if you hold up, for example, if you sneak up to a person, for example, and he's unarmed, and you hold your weapon to him, he will surrender. You can have slaves and stuff like that. I think it's still a work in progress, so I can recommend it, sorta. And here's the 3 of the mods that I think can change the game drastically, which is realistic weapon damage, realistic reloading, and realistic headshots. Realistic weapon damage makes, well, weapons do more damage. No longer do you have to pump like 12 shots into someone's head before they die. They can still take 2 shots to the head before they die, which I like the realistic headshot. This makes headshots deadly, which rewards you for aiming and being careful. So if you're, for example, playing as a sniper, going in and taking a quick headshot can kill almost anything instantly, except for like robots or the most dangerous of monsters like Deathclaws or stuff like that. But take note, you can also be one-shotted by headshot. I can't kid how many times I've been facing like a guy with a machine gun just threw everything in my direction, and I got shot once in the head and died. But I like that. Then we have realistic reloading, which makes so if you, for example, have a magazine of 7 shots, you fire 2 and then reload, that ammunition that was in the old magazine is not just simply gonna magically appear in your ammunition. It's gonna be a partially spent magazine, which you have to use a reloading bench in order to get back, or if you're high enough skilled in repairing, you can actually do it in the field. This is like because it makes you think, so you won't always go around with a fresh magazine. You might go into battle with half a magazine size, but it just adds immersion. So I can really recommend at least this one of these 3. Realistic wildlife is a tweak to the animals. I've been playing for this for like I think 3 hours, but I haven't really noticed it. The animals still just bum rush me. Richer trader. This one is adds more caps, which is some currency of the game, to the vendors, which I can really recommend because you will be finding so much crap that you can't find vendors to buy them. And again, when you download this and install it, just go into plugins and then find the richer trader, just picking which one you prefer the most. I prefer the ×4 because that seems rather reasonable. X2 was still too low, and X10 just is like way too much. It's like poor traders are so bloody rich. I don't buy it. And then we have tag skilled improve. It's something I can really recommend too, because normally tag skills doesn't really feel that interesting. It's like a few more points into a skill. You might be wondering, what is a tag skill? When you create your character, you can choose 3 tag skills, which simply is like skills that your character is extra good at. This makes it actually that he is good at it, which I think is good. Unlimited traits. This is something I like to do, especially when I try to create a new character, which you can pick more than 2 traits. It simply it says it's unlimited, but it's really 999. But there are not that, there doesn't exist that many traits, so it's essentially unlimited. Get this if you want to have more of an RPG experience. Weapon mods expanded, also something I can recommend. It just adds more mods to the games, to the weapons. Virus, this is simply a quest increase. It's not really needed, just because I suck at it. So now we're done with all the gameplay effects and changes. Now going into miscellaneous. Here we have Flashlight New Vegas. This is something I can really recommend, especially in the combination with the New Vegas skies and the New Vegas lighting interior and Electro City. Because, like I said, nights will be dark. They will be really dark. And that adds to the immersion, so this actually adds flashlights to the game. They are still a little bit buggy, but they work for what they are, because it's a whole new engine. There's never been anything like this in Fallout. They did a great job, so I can really recommend this. The New Vegas stutter remover, simply a increase in performance. Here is something that the role-playing alternative start, which I can recommend in combination with the role-playing history. This one, instead of starting in the good old Gold Spring, you will actually start in a cabin, which you can go into, choose all the skills. You might choose a new starting location. So instead of starting in Good Spring, which is a starting town, you might start in the other side of New Vegas. You might have been a Legion slave, which ran away and had your legs broken. You might start as a mechanic, an NCR soldier. You can start as a lot of different things, which it makes the game fresh from the start. And then they have this automatic mod. This is a combination with, you need this one for this part of the mod to work. You don't need this part of the mod to work for the truck mod to work, but it is something I like to do. Then we have the Some Guy series. This is actually a thing you also need for a quest mod series, which will work, which I'm gonna show you later. Modules and textures. Here's something that a lot of people might argue with. First of all, I have the familiar friend, the Pitboy 2500. This is like the Pitboy from the game Fallout 2 and 1. This simply changes, so you no longer have your Pitboy on your wrist. Instead, you will have a portable Pitboy, like almost like an iPad, if I dare say so. I like it because this actually adds more immersion, because it just looks better, and it's really greatly crafted. It looks better. It looks like it's been, put together over a few years. I can recommend it if you like it. Then we have the EVE Essential Visual Enhancements. This is a graphic improvement. I can recommend it, but I guess once again, it can be graphic heavy, so you have been warned. Then we have a 3-parter for 1 mod, which is the texture pack for New Vegas. This is also something I can recommend, especially if you're if you want to just increase the overall graphics of the game. If you do this, you have to download all 3 parts. Stop at downloading the first one, then installing the first one, second one, and third one, then you're done. Then we have the Wasteland Flora Overhaul. This adds 2 new, the Mojave Wasteland is it's sort of alive, but this you can choose to add fertile. It's not like it's trees everywhere, not by any means, but it adds more tree in general, and it feels really good. It's really nicely placed, it's detailed. The trees are what trees should be, and it really feels that this should have been part of the original game. Then we have NPCs. We have the Fallout character overhaul. This just changes the faces of some characters, but I found some bugs. For example, when Latin American characters have like really white skin, while their necks are still really black, so it looks really strange. I guess it's a work in progress, I guess. Then we have the quest and adventures. Here is once I said you needed some guy series for this to work, which is a new Vegas Bounties. It simply is a set of mod created quests, which some people I haven't completed them. I'm still working on them, so I can't give you a feedback on how good they are. But they tend to be like, oh, this is one of the things you have to get. So I can recommend them. And then we have the save cast, which simply gives you an option in a quest to save with someone, which I didn't like the killing. Then we have radio stations. Then we have the Colonel Rad. This adds a new radio station to the game, which is fitting because it plays like music from the time, plus with I think it's like standard American atomic war emergency broadcast messages, which I think fitted perfectly. Then we have the sound and music, nothing there, unassigned. We have the rep. This is not gonna skip it because it's really hard to explain. Then we have this one, doesn't need it, and I do believe that is all I can give you right now. There are something called ENBs which you can download, which drastically change the game, but I haven't gotten them to work, and I haven't found some guide on YouTube to get how to get it to work properly. But this is a quick shortcut of the, let's say, 5 mods I strongly recommend. That's like the things I really need. Willow, a better companion experience, first. The mobile truck base, the second one. Then if I have to take another one, now gonna be a hard one to actually choose. I think it's the NPCs uses ammo, because it adds just so much more immersion to the game. Then I would take the Fallout New Vegas skies, the Nevada skies, because it just changed the game totally when it comes to weather. You actually have to be careful. And oh no, I just have to choose a third one. A fifth one. If I can have to take a fifth one, it's so hard to choose here, really. I think I would go with a new roleplay alternative start for, I think, because it just changed the game a bit, and I liked it. So I hope this video helped. If you had any questions, and I'm aiming this as one person, but if anyone else wants to have any questions, I will do my best to answer them. This video was quickly made to help a friend. It was not meant to be informative to most people, just to him. But I hope to enjoy it. So thanks for watching, guys, and hope I see you next time.